Tabela, Ewela, Ndawe, Makosi, and Kamagu, and Kanyang, and Kanyang. So I'm here to give advice in case you need advice out there. I'm at your service. Anyway, here I am. And Hanya. All right. Yes, I'm here to give advice in case anyone out there wants advice. So I'll be here with you. And okay. Tabela Aubagui. Hanya. It's just me and you. So how are you getting on and everything? So we can talk about spiritual stuff. Remember that it is about spiritual stuff. Nothing planned. I'm here. Just hit me. All right? So yes, that is just that. And harnessing everyone out there. Harnessing you. So since I couldn't be here on Tuesday, I thought I might as well just, now that I'm free, I can just be with you guys and Hanisa you. And you guys can Hanisa me back. So, Kumo, I'm on time today, Tobela Kumo, and Hanya. Remember that this advice session, I come here as I am. You know, hoping to Hanisa someone who needs to be to Hanya, right? So, gosh, what's happening with my phone out there? It's like flashing on me. Anyway, yes, that is just what I'm here to do. I'm here to Hanisa you. So you Hanya. Yes, so that's just what it is all about. Shining light, because I'm carrying the people who do the tricks, that do the tricks on others. So anyway, that is just me. And yes, and I was hoping that I'm gonna be here on my own and I'll be singing. Sandla masibambane bambane ngezandla. So that's what I was hoping to do. Anyway, that is just that. So hopefully someone will be. Guys, what do you want to talk to me about? Anyway, I can't wait to get home, to do my things, to be doing my dance, right, for the community. It's not the dance. It's not the dance. Anyway, I'll be at home doing that. My people are ready. Can't wait. Things are happening, huh? Anyway, so that is just that. Yes, guys. What's happening with you? What's happening with you spiritually there? Awagwe and Kumo. What's happening with you guys? Anyway, since you guys are not talking, I might as well just be doing a video on the site about consultation, right? Because you guys are not talking to me. So, since you're not talking to me, I'll talk to myself. Anyway, so that is just, yeah. Oh, guys, I'm so excited. You don't know how excited I am. I don't want to be like just out there, like getting crazy a little bit. Anyway, what's been happening with you guys spiritually? What I mean is that how far along are you in this spiritual journey? And guys, my phone is doing something that I don't understand out there. It's flashing. Something is flashing there. The comment section bit. Anyway, so how are you guys getting on with your spiritual stuff? With Twasa. How are you getting on with your Twasa? And I'll do the video while I'm waiting there in case someone needs my advice. I'll do a video about consulting with me, because I think a lot of people don't realize how important the big asking their own ancestors for advice, how important it is, especially when you're going to be consulting with a healer. Remember, guys, that when you're consulting with someone, you need to involve your people. There's a big reason why we involve our ancestor spirits and guides when we're going to be consulting with someone. It is very important. Remember that even if a lot of people who says, I don't know how to speak to ancestors and stuff like that, but remember that when you're consulting with a traditional healer, they're going to be talking to their ancestors, right? So it's always good to ask your own ancestors for advice, because they will give you more information than getting information from the healer on their side. So anyway, let me just do a video on separate and start it properly while I'm waiting for you guys to talk to me. And I'll be looking this side, but remember, I'm with you. I'm just waiting to talk to you there while I'm doing this. So I'm gonna be talking to you guys about the consultation and why I do the things that I do, especially when it comes to consultation, because this thing keeps on flashing and it's bothering me a little bit. Okay. All right, I'll come to Obakwe with Obakwe's dream. Let me just quickly do this consultation thing. Okay? And Tobela and Hanyang. Anyway, consultation with me. I'm looking this side, but I'm with you. I'll be talking to you properly about your dreams. Let me just finish this because you guys were not talking. Anyway, the reason why I ask that you ask permission from your ancestors to come and consult with me. Remember that I have to use my ancestors to find out what is wrong with you, or what it is that what has brought you to me. So when you ask your ancestors for permission, what happens is that your ancestors will give you everything, all the details that they need me to help you with, right? Everything that they need me to help you with. And sometimes they will look into me to say if I can help you or if I cannot help you, right? Because I cannot help everyone. So some ancestors will see that, okay, at this particular moment in time, will be able to help us, but this is what she can only help us with. This is what she can help you on this process for this particular time, at least maybe for a month or 2 months or whatever that I'll be helping you with. After that, they decide that they don't want you to be with me, right? In me helping you, whatever I'll be helping you with your issues. I'm not talking about only consultation. Okay? All right. Let me just pause this and come to you guys there, because I think I'm gonna talk too much in this part, because I realize it's gonna take me long. I'll redo that on its own. All right, let's see what you guys are saying on this side. I'll do that one. I think it's gonna be a long one, a lengthy one, that one. Okay. I had a dream of my late mom, traditional healer, looking emotionally hurt. Asked her why she didn't respond to me. And I had another one. Okay, so she was looking emotionally hurt. And what did you say why was she looking emotionally hurt? What is happening with you, Albak, in your life? What are you doing? Right? What are you doing? Because remember that. Okay, let me not put words in your mouth. What is happening to you, Albak, on your personal day-to-day? How are you contacting yourself and all those kind of things? What do you think you're doing that could be wrong on your day-to-day, physical, that will make your mom look at you like that in the dream? Okay, what is happening to you? Anyway, I'll back again. I had another one, and she was injured. So she was sleeping in a room, and then someone shouted that there is fire. I ran there and unlocked the door, feeling hurt and guilty that I couldn't protect her. Okay, remember, sometimes these kind of dreams, they're personal things that must have happened between the personal thing that must have happened So sometimes dreams like this, they are coming to us to make us revisit a particular thing that could have happened to you, relating to you and your mom. So they are running something to you so that you can process whatever it is that you need to deal with, the emotion that you might have been feeling. Remember that when our people pass, sometimes there are things that we feel like we could have done. There are things that we feel like we maybe, if you expressed yourself properly to the deceased before they've gone past, you have healed. So if you haven't healed properly, they will take you to the dream state to make you revisit that bit of emotion that needs to be healed. When I'm saying the bit of emotion, meaning that you have to process whatever that you haven't processed physically in the dream state. So they will be helping you process that emotion. This is when we're talking about healing dreams. The dreams that comes to you for you to heal. Because remember, our ancestors, they are coming to us to help guide us, to help heal us, to help show us the way. So this, I will say, it is the healing dreams. So you have to process a particular kind of emotion that you haven't dealt with physically in the dream state with the help of the deceased. Sometimes dreams like that, they help us like that. So they'll be running something so that you can go through it. Then you see, okay, I've done this, I've done that. If I do this, it will have, like you know that by doing this, I would have helped that. By doing this, I would have helped that. By doing this, I'll help that. This is like when I'm saying that testing us in the dream state. They put some scenario in the dream state to help you process that particular emotion that you need to deal with. So they do everything necessary for you to heal, but they're doing it in the dream state so that physically you heal. I hope you understand what I mean, Albak. Okay, Kumbo, okay. The Agnes there. Hanya, I finally saw my grandfather. He presented himself to me, but he does not talk. But we were communicating through sign language. I'm curious as to why he couldn't talk back. A lot of our people, sometimes when they're not ready, they won't talk. They'll wait until they're ready to talk to you. Just wait until they think it is the right time to talk to you. Unfortunately, you can't fast track ancestors. They will know when it's time for them to talk to you. When they think you're ready, they will come and talk properly with you. Okay. Miss P, Togoza, Gogo, Togoza, Miss P, thank you for the knowledge. I just need assistance with the rivers. I can't visit around Joburg. I want to go to the river. Okay. I don't know much about the rivers in Joburg. I'll probably learn about them when I'm there. Okay, I don't know. If someone out there in Joburg wants to give us the rivers that are good to go to, clean rivers, because even me, I would love to go there as well when I'm there, without having to Google. Please, guys, share with us. Okay, where was I? Yeah, that is Miss P. Okay, because I woke up, wrote it down while crying, then asked for clarity. Okay, yes. A lot of dreams are back with they are healing. We are healing. Remember that we are healing as people. We are healing. Our people have to heal us. They have to heal us. They have to put us in the particular way that they think will be, how can I say it? If you're gonna be a healer, they will heal you first. Even if you're not gonna be a healer, they will have to heal you. There are a lot of things that are going wrong in our lives, but sometimes things are going wrong due to some things that we haven't actually dealt with. So in the dream state, that's where they will take us, they will show us what we need to work on. So they will be working with us on that particular thing. If it is emotion, they will be helping us deal with that particular emotion. If it is a behavior that needs to be corrected, they will be dealing with us in that particular way that we need to correct this kind of behavior, this kind of emotion. So we'll be feeling a lot of different emotion until you've dealt with it. That means you have healed. That means it is healing dreams. So that's how we heal anyway. That's how we heal. If you're not going to a healer, your people will heal you themselves. They know what you need. They know what you're lacking. right? So they will be processing all those things, whatever it is that you need to process, to deal with in the dream state. When it comes to emotions, they will deal with a particular kind of emotion. That's why when I'm saying that in situational dreams is that they create a dream strictly for that emotion that you need to deal with. So if they need you to look at that emotion, they will do things in the dream that will concentrate on that emotion. If you've got anger issue, they will keep on hitting you. They will keep on like a in the dream until you deal with the anger issue. If you haven't there's still something you are unable to express yourself like properly, like your head, but you can't actually express yourself. You know, like some people, they don't know how to show their head. So they'll do things in the dream state so that you deal with the head in the dream, so that you can, physically, you'll be able to express yourself properly. You know, you can become emotional, like when some people live, so that you deal with that, so that you can get a clearing. They can clear you. Those are like purifying. You can be purified in the dream state, but physically, then you're okay. So if let's say someone has passed on, let me just give you an example with, I'm going to be personal now. I can't do this because my family watches this now. But anyway, if you have to deal with a particular kind of emotion that you haven't yet dealt with, especially when it comes to the disease, right? The person have to come in the dream state to help you deal with that emotion. Let's say maybe someone passed on and you haven't yet expressed yourself to them, like, you know, you told them, I love you. They died before you could actually even say that to them. So they will come in the dream state so that you can express yourself to them, so that thing, like when you feel like, oh, someone passed on and I never actually even told them how much I love them. So they'll come in the dream state so that you can tell them exactly how you're feeling, so that you don't feel with that thing like, I wish I had done this. So they will help you process that bit in the dream state. That's what I mean when I say to deal with that particular kind of emotion that you need to deal with. So your people will come in the dream state to help you do that. To heal you. Remember, we are healing. We are healing. By healing means that there are going to be a lot of things that we are uncomfortable with in the dream state. There are going to be a lot of things that we have to show them that if it is something that you need to correct physically, right? In the dream state, they will be testing you, meaning that you will have to correct yourself in the dream state to show them that physically you will be able to do that exactly the same thing as you did in the dream state. Because in the dream state, remember that I said in the dream state, that is where we are comfortable enough to express ourselves without feeling judged. Sometimes we don't even know that there are some things that we are not dealing with properly. So in the dream state, our people will show us that this you need to look at and deal with, so that physically things can work out right for you. So they're making you stronger in the dream, so physically you'll be strong. Because remember that the whole thing is they correspond, it's parallel. So they mirror whatever that it is wrong in your physical life in the dream state, to deal with it in the dream state. When you are peaceful, when you're in peace there, unconsciously dealing with it while you're dreaming. Physically, when you wake up, because that emotion, you'll come out with it. You know the emotion that you need to deal with when you wake up. Like what you're saying, when you wake up crying, means that there's something that you need to deal with related to what has made you cry in the dream state. So you deal with it until you're feeling comfortable as well. After the dream, you talk back to them and tell them, if you didn't understand what was making you cry, you need to go back to them and say, if you feel like, oh, that was not right in the dream, you explain it to them, that I don't feel like this was right, what happened in the dream and stuff like that. So they can show you, because sometimes we feel that our people are wronging us in the dream state. They are showing us things that we don't believe that it is us, isn't it? So you need to go back to them so that they can reveal it to you properly. By that, I mean, sometimes our ancestors, they show us the weaknesses that we don't feel like we still have. So when you go and complain and tell them that I don't feel like I what you're showing me, it is the true sense of who I am or how I am. So they can show you properly in the dream state that, okay, look at it like this. This is what we are seeing about you. So they can show it to you in the way that you'll understand. That is our ancestor spirits and guides. Anyway, where was I? What was I? Okay, Kumo. Okay. What was I? I had another. Okay, all right. So you need to try to understand why you felt like that. You felt that you couldn't protect her. Relate it to when she was alive. What did you feel? Because remember that they were showing you you felt like you couldn't protect her. Now take it back to before she passed on. What could have made you feel like you could have done better, you could have done more than you thought if you were functioning in your full capacity, you would have been able to help her when she was still living, so that you understand what they were trying to show you. Okay, Kumo, I dreamt I was at school and received the biggest trophy. After school, when I got home, I found a lion and he started chasing me. I was scared and kept telling my mom to close the garage door. Okay. Shortly before that dream, I dreamt there was a lion and a python fighting at the paternal grandmother's house. Lion and python fighting at the paternal grandmother's house. Okay. The leopard managed to escape. Okay. I'm getting confused with Kumo's dream. So, there's a lion, there's a python fighting at your grandmother's house. The leopard managed to escape, then I ran out and got to a Sangoma's house. The Sangoma told me to come back later. Okay. Shortly before that, I dreamed of a leopard and a python fighting at my partner. Okay. Am I repeating myself here? Okay. Kumo. Okay. So if excuse me, you went to the healer's house and the healer told you to come back later. Excuse me, why were you running to the healer's house, Kumo, in the dream? Why were you running to the healer's house? Because your message would have been there. What made you come out of your grandmother's house from what you were seeing to run to the Sangoma's house? And when you got there, because you told the Sangoma something, the Sangoma said, come back later. Why were you running there in the first place? What did you want the Sangoma to do for you? And the Sangoma think that is not the right time. Come back later. So we understand what your people were saying there too. Okay. Where was I? Okay. All right. Kuzaishe Togoza Ndawe. Okay. Hadi Lisedi Khanya. What happens when you can actually feel them moving all over your body? Feel what? Moving all over your body, Hadi? Rudo Togoza Rudo. Okay, shortly before. Okay, I've read that one. All right. Okay, that's our. As I went back to sleep, I had a dream where she was home. Okay, I've read that one. Okay. Oh, I didn't read that one. That is our back. As I went back to sleep, I had a dream where she was home. I pepped. What? I pepped by the door because I was scared. She's still not okay. As she notices me, she smiles at me. And I ran to her to get a hug and said, I'm okay. Okay. So I was confused, but from what you're explaining, I now get it. Thank you, Kogos. Okay, Agnes Mapit, thank you for that. I was speaking to a person and I think I saw a spirit of someone behind them and disappeared after a few seconds. And something told me to ask him about the person I saw. Okay, that sounds great, Agnes. I explained to him now the person looks and they confirmed that they are related and he died when his cause of death. Could it be I saw a dead person for those few seconds? Agnes, this is what as people who are out there to help others, this is what happens, right? If you're open, other people's ancestor spirits and guides, they'll use you. They'll use you, and your people as well. They'll use you they'll use you as a testing as well. Like, you can hear them. When you hear them, when you get the message, can you tell people what is it that you're seeing? And when you're saying, you're getting someone validating what you're saying. So obviously it tells you what it is about you. You can see, right? You can see. You can see, you can tell people their things. Now, it will depend if you are, what kind of a healer you will be. Remember when I'm saying what kind of a healer you'll be? A lot of us are healers, right? We are different kind of healers. Some healers, we see things on others. Some healers, we hear our ancestors talking to us. Instead of seeing an image of something in front of someone, or instead of seeing their spirits or whatever, you'll be hearing your ancestors saying something to you, telling you to tell that someone something else. Either saying it auditory or saying it as in they're making you think about it, what they want you to think about, relating to the person in front of you. So that is beautiful, Agnes. That's beautiful. Okay, Pretty Tobela. Tobela Pretty, welcome home. Yes. So, yes, we see like that. It's not, we don't say it like a dead person, right? We call people who have gone past, meaning that you can see people's ancestors, right? You can see people's ancestors. Okay. Okay. I'll talk to you later. I'm doing live session. Okay. All right. I needed to do this. Let me just send a message. Okay. Sent. Okay. So that is what it is. That's what is happening, right? So yes, we see a lot of things. Okay, they move like a snake all over my body. All right, that's interesting. That's interesting. There's a lot of things that happen like that, Hardy. It's Hardy, right? A lot of things happen like that. So it will really depend on what it is that, when you're saying it's moving like snake, what is happening. Remember that when there are too many things that can move like that. Sometimes the chakras, when the Kundalini is awakening, it can move like that, like there's some kind of snake movement moving up you, right? In that upwards movement. And sometimes there are some water spirits, when they come, when they are ready to be activated, they will make you do those kind of snake moves. Yes, you will do the snake moves. We're talking about spirits, water spirits. Anyway, so it will depend on what is actually happening. If something is moving like that, what is happening? Because remember, with that movement, there's gonna be something else happening to you. If there are chakras as well happening there, everything, wherever that snake kind of movement stops, that chakra that is they're dealing with, you'll see things happening. So you have to understand what your chakras. Remember, chakras, you can look on this Google. So you can tell, when it stopped at this particular chakra spot, I started feeling like this. My dream started being like this. I started every night, I will dream about this and that, because it's related to that chakra. And I'm clearing this and that because it's related to that chakra. And I feel like I'm purified. My body is being purified, right? Or I'm purified in dream form, in the dream state. Meaning that there are some things that I'm being shown in the dream state that when I wake up feeling in this way, with this kind of emotions, because you can tell that on that chakra, I'm gonna be dealing with this. On the next chakra, I'm gonna be dealing with this. You will see even in the dream and physical. Remember that as physically as people, emotions will tell you what is happening to you, what they're dealing with. if you've got you're nervous, you're anxious and stuff like that, you know what chakra they're dealing with. If you start doubting yourself, you know the kind of chakra they're dealing with. If you start feeling loud and you start feeling like you're expressing yourself, you know what kind of chakra they're dealing with. If you start feeling happiness and sadness, you know what kind of chakras they're dealing with. Then you start feeling like, when you're talking to people, you talk with knowledge, with wisdom. When you're giving people, you're talking to your family members, your friends, you're talking something that you don't even believe that this is you. The advice that comes out of your mouth, you know which chakra they're dealing with. So you need to understand your chakras. So that is just that. It's as simple as that. I'm talking about with that movement, with that, if it is the awakening of that Kundalini, right? Because a lot of healers, that happens a lot to a lot of us. It's not everyone that it will happen, that they will feel it happening, but when it does, you need to start observing your dreams, that these dreams this week is all about that chakra. Even me, the way I'm feeling, it is all about that chakra, that whatever that movement, whatever that, when I'm saying snake, it's not a snake, right? It is just making the snake movement. When it stops at that point, you can tell. Every day you can see how you're feeling, that this week I'm feeling like this, I'm feeling like that, and sometimes I don't even want to be around people because it's like I cannot take this, I cannot do this, you know that your people are dealing with this bit of you. So we need to start being observant. Okay, how long did your self-initiation take? It has been 2 years for me and I'm not even done. Mine started from 2019, right? 2019, I can be exact and say July, because that's when my Kundalini awakening started. Meaning that I started feeling it happening, like that movement. I finished Uktwasa. My ancestors finished with me and Uktwasa, and I was given the what they call it, the divination bones, how to use the divination bones. The person who helps with the divination bones. That was in 2020. From then I started trusting Mandawe. Now, if you watch my channel, you'll know when I started trusting Mandawe. And then from there, I started trusting the others. And then I started trusting others. My initiation hasn't stopped because now I finished with Nzunza. I've got Vavenda on the side. My Vavenda ancestors, they are still going to be initiating me. So once they finish, I still have the other ones that I went to Egypt. Remember, I went to Egypt. I was telling you that there's some big information. That means those people as well, they're going to be trusting me. So I've got 2 people on standby who will be trusting me. So my initiation hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped. So initiation, this thing doesn't stop if you still, if you keep on getting more information and stuff like that. You'll still be going through Uktwasa. But it depends what you're trusting, right? It depends what you're trusting. And this is like, I'm telling you about 2 that I still need to trust, the Vavenda and the what I was learning in Egypt. And I still have to go and trust the voodoo people in Berlin. So Uktwasa doesn't end. For me, I don't know when it's going to end, because I'm going to be traveling and trusting all over the place. So it is going to be a long process. Ms. P, you're welcome. So I can't say it takes like this long. It depends what you try. Remember that Isithunywa, I think Isithunywa finished before Nzunza. Yeah. So you see, my initiation is not like a straightforward. It's like when I'm still training others comes in and they sit on the standby. I hope you guys understand what I mean by this. I hope you understand what I mean by this. When I still trust, I will get people who are coming in, new people who are coming in with new gifts, right? and they wait for me to finish trusting others. And then when I finish one, then there will be those ones who are on standby now coming to trust me, right? So at this particular moment, I am in the initiation process of my vendor ancestors. And I'm in the initiation process of the Egyptian, what they call them, what they call the Egyptian people? They call the two-way combo, what they call it? Gosh, I just forget what they call it. So this Egyptian one, let me just quickly just tell you about this, because I keep on saying I'll tell you. This Egyptian one, you know, like with our ancestors, right? You have ancestors that, or even spirits, you can hear the spirits talking on their own. Like you listen to one spirit and the spirit is talking, and you can hear that is either a female voice or a male voice. It's one person. So this Egyptian one that I'm trusting, it is a two-way combo. You have instead of me like talking to you like this, is a voice, like a female voice coming. You're hearing a female voice, one voice is singular. With the Egyptian one, it is one person talking, but they come with the female and the male voice at the same time. It's like you're hearing two people at the same time, but a male and a female. That is the Egyptian one. That is what I'll be trusting. That is the only thing I can say to you now. They call it two-way combo. So it's not ancestors who are talking, like it's just one person talking. It's two people talking at the same time, but male and female. Interesting stuff. So anyway, which I cannot explain yet at the moment, how that happens. So that is what I'm trusting now. Yes, but I'm gonna be celebrating, right? I'm gonna celebrate this after finishing this Nzunza. I'm gonna be celebrating because I needed to celebrate with my community as well. So that is what I'll be celebrating at home. And as well at home, I'm going there to introduce me officially to the community. So I'm there to open my Indumba at home and officially introduce myself properly as a healer. So yes, I'm opening the school of Koma. So that's what I'm doing. So yes, Tobela, whoever with the pink hands. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. So it's beautiful stuff. This ancestral thing is beautiful stuff. So our work, you don't rush it. Remember that even when you're training, if your people are making you work, right? You need to work, because depending on what kind of work you'll be doing, right? You need to work. You need to work. You need to work. I know that with the people that I help, right? Sometimes you find that the Isithunywa is the one that comes out early, that you'll be using to help others, meaning that you won't be using any other tools. You'll be using just Isithunywa, your own natural gift, given gift, to help others, without anyone telling you that you use this and that. While as mine, my training started with my ancestors with their bones, right? Meaning that I couldn't help anyone without having to use my ancestors' bones, right? Like those bones that I told you, the kind of bones I use. And without the ancestors helping me with that, it meant at that particular time that I couldn't work. But now, because I've got all the Isithunywa, they are activated, all the Mandawe spirits are activated, the Abalozi are activated. So it means that even if I'm not using the tools, the divination tools, now I can just be with someone and be able to talk to people and tell them what their problems are. Because that is the gifts of others. They are not the same as the gifts that I started with, which is the tools, the divination, meaning that of physical objects that you can see. So you need to try to understand what kind of gifts you have to know that you can work or you cannot work while you're waiting to finish Uktwas as a self-initiate. But your people will tell you right when you're ready, because when they are ready, you wouldn't be You wouldn't be running around asking questions. They will tell you themselves that they need to work. They will tell you. Sivuyile, Gogo, if I may ask, can one have Hosanna and Ama Judge, Ama what? Judge spirits as their governing spirits? Because I don't know what Hosanna and Ama Judge is what? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't had this Ama Judge spirits. I don't know. I don't know about that. My people, maybe they'll go through with me with that. I only know about Hosanna as Hosanna, like some people in Mandawe, they do Hosanna things, isn't it? But I don't know what you mean by that. Please explain yourself, Sivuyile, what you mean by Hosanna and Ama Judge. What is Ama Judge spirits? Please explain what Ama Judge spirits are. Please, not what other people are saying. What yours are saying. What they are. So I understand what they are like. Anyway, that is just that. And I hope you hanyat, guys. I hope I hanyisad you a little bit. So yes, I'm gonna need to go and do the other video, the consultation one. If you guys don't have anything to say. Gosh, I was looking at this. I almost thought it was like anyway. Someone keeps on sending me messages on WhatsApp there. Anyway, so that is just that. And guys, I hope you were hanying. Hey, English will be the end of us. Anyway, I hope you hanya and you hanya and hanya and hanya. So I don't know if I'll be able to do the live session for some time, but if I can, I'll be doing them when I'm at home, because I'll be at home next week, isn't it? And I hope you hanya, right? You hanya. And let me just do the video about consultation and sharp, right?